Jamie Braddock is easily one of the most powerful mutants in all of existence. Let's talk about it. Gonna kick this one off nice and simple. Jamie Braddock is an Omega level mutant whose gift is the ability to warp reality, and he is one of the most potent individuals in arguably all of Marvel with the ability to do so. With all that yapping introduction out the way, let's talk about how Jamie's powers actually truly work. And the best comic to really showcase this, or there's multiple I'm gonna be showing you, is Excalibur issue 15. The way Jamie views and exists within reality is completely different from any other individual. As you see behind me, he views everything within these energy string constructs. Said strings get a little bit more detail added onto them the more you go into the series. Energy strings, otherwise referenced as quantum strings, are the energy that binds all matter together across existence. Even more detail in Uncanny X-Men 472, the whole ideology and naming of the quantum strings becomes more of a foothold to explain his abilities. Since we're talking about Betsy, we might as well bring up the notion of what made her such a potent mutant as she is. That's none other than her brother Jamie. He rewrote her from the ground up. For what reason? To be able to fight off other high tier entities like Proteus and the Shadow King. Cut away from Jamie Braddock for a little bit because I want to dive deeper into that Shadow King notion. Then Resurrection of Magneto, Storms ends up finding herself in Overspace or the Mystery. After linking up with Magneto, they begin falling deeper and deeper into nothingness, the darkness of the mystery, which is represented through the Shadow King. Get to issue 3. In this comic, the Shadow King shows numerous different forms he takes when he steps outside the mystery. This guy, I want you to pay attention to. Then jump back into that Uncanny X-Men series, just an issue beyond what we were just at. He's so potent, such a cosmic threat that the entities themselves have to keep a constant eye on him. Why? Because Jamie's powers works off the ideology known as chaos theory. A simple tug here, a simple tug there might have a cascading effect that spreads across all of existence. I didn't say might. It is affecting all of existence. Jamie's interactions, his usage of power was breaking up the cosmic balance between the Phoenix and the First Fallen. Huh? I think you're starting to notice that this dude is a cosmic abstract threat. These powers go even further beyond that. Let's go into the more recent version of the Excalibur series. Jamie was plotting something. Granted, it was to the benefit of Betsy at the time, but he's crazy. He's willing to do anything to just have a little bit of fun. Making this rocket. Shot into Betsy Braddock, who is Captain Britain at this time. Why? To splinter reality, to create new universes that go in a cascading effect. This time there was no Captain Britain Corps. In fact, the whole purpose of what Jamie is, the benefit to Betsy that I noted earlier, is the fact that he was recreating it all, again, from scratch. Started from 4, spread it across the entirety of the Omniverse. Jamie Braddock, without even breaking a sweat, was able to create a cascading effect of creating an infinite amount of universes that spread across the entirety of Marvel's existence, the entirety of the Omniverse. I want to reiterate yet again, if it was not for Jamie Braddock, there would not be a Captain Britain for each and every universe in known existence. Mind you, for those who don't know Otherworld, or more specifically the Citadel, this is the true nexus point for all of existence. Dozens of instances noting that the Citadel, the Captain Britain Corps are omniversal guardians. There is one for each and every universe, and that Excalibur series, if you want to go read, explains that exact thing. Without Jamie Braddock, this ideology, this group, this corpse would have never came back to being. There was not a strong enough entity before him that could conjure an omniverse worth of individuals, an omniverse worth of realities. This dude, Jamie Braddock, has the power to rival literal cosmic abstracts. And the funny part about it is because he's crazy, this level of power that he's sitting at is just the baseline. He's never actually spent time, delved deep into his powers to experience it on a higher level. Or I'm just trying to say, he's never trained his powers ever. Like, there hasn't even been a notion of someone trying to get to his powers in order to boost it to a level beyond what it's normally at. This is his baseline. Imagine what would happen if he decided to actually get serious and spent time learning how to control this bad boy. He'd be up there with Legion. I'm not gonna lie, he'd be up there with Legion. Right there, he's like just a small step. His big toe is on the final step. He just needs that one good oof to get him on that level with the Phoenixes, the Legions, and the other cosmic abstracts. No, it's himself. It's his desire to want to be so funny and joyful and just be in control of everything is the reason he's not on that set level. He can make him if he, like I said, if he really, really tried, if he really, really wanted to, he'd be there. He'd be there already.